Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to Peaky Blinders. This is season 5, episode 2, Black Cats, and that just might be the best episode title this series has ever seen, if I do say so myself, as a proud owner of a black cat. And here's my obligatory picture of my cat Kimba. Here you go. Definitely show her some love in the comments down below. But now that I think about it, nothing better happened to any cats in this episode, especially any black cats. But yeah, where we last left off in the season premiere, we saw the stock market crash, and Tommy had actually advised Michael to sell off the shares, I guess. But he never actually did. He held on, I guess, for too long, clearly, and now he's responsible for the large L that the Peaky Blinders actually took. So, just like a cat, though, Tommy always bounces back. He lands on his feet, and he does have 9 lives, and I can't wait to see how he bounces back this episode. But if you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. There's our boy, Thomas motherfucking Shelby. Always looking dapper. Look down on earth and see the seeds you have sown. Looks like it was written by a 6-year-old in crayon. Mines. Holy shit. This just got super intense. I'm sure a part of you just wants to run. But it would take a lot to remain calm. One wrong step and you're dead. No. Oh, thank fuck. I'm pretty sure I said it in the past. His life will be in danger again. Meaning Charlie's.
Oh, look, Charlie. You must have violin practice. It's Mrs. Milligan. You play loudly. You might hear some bangs.
He's going off right now. He just walked right back out there, grabbed his gun, picked it up, and shot. Okay, that's one way to clear them out. Super dangerous, but super badass. I'm trying to think who these enemies could be. Was it revealed in the premiere? I don't think so. Okay, we're about to find out here.
My name is Captain Swing, calling from the occupied 6th County. And there are some people from the other side of our neat little city that want you dead. Michael, your kin, was in his cabin aboard the SS Monroe in Belfast Dock, making deals with the very men who want you dead. We can put a bullet in his head here and now. Or we can send him home and you can deal with him.
Send him home.
I don't know who Captain Swag is, but happy to have her on our side, I guess.
Mr. Shelby, the violin teacher wants to know what all those bangs were.
Fireworks. Was trying them out for Saturday.
You promised the doctor not until after dark.
Oh, it's pretty dark, Francis.
This woman always has the most worried look on her face. I love being back here. This feels like season 1 Peaky.
Michael.
Oh, with Finn.
What are you doing here? Wasting our fucking time on you. What do I have to do to make you fucking listen to me?
Okay, he's getting a talking to.
Been running around the streets with a fucking gun in your hand.
Then we've got people for that kind of work. Soldiers.
Then what am I? You're a fucking Shelby. So, you're a general. When did you last see a general anywhere near the blood and the puke? Hey?
So on your feet, soldier.
Sometimes as a leader, though, you gotta lead from the front lines. Lead by example.
This is the bullet that I got armor gold cut from you. First and last.
I don't know if that's gonna be the last bullet he ever takes.
Yeah. This is Gina. Gina Gray. The captain married us on board.
Okay, there's the spoiler that I saw.
Tommy said to ask you to tell me the truth.
Let's go home and we can talk.
You have no home.
Michael! Hello, love. Welcome to Birmingham,
The ship docked at Belfast. I was then taken off the ship by 2 men.
At gunpoint.
I'm speaking to my son.
Fuck you.
Who does Michael think he's talking to right now?
Go on, Gina.
Not only to Polly, but to Arthur too?
Do you know the truth, Mum? I did not betray my fucking family. Now, Mum, I want to go home.
Oh. Welcome to the family, Gina Gray.
Fucking love Polly.
Mr. Shelby. I must say, you sing like a songbird in the house. We have a mutual acquaintance, May Carlton. When I
My
asked
favorite.
about you, she said, "Oh my goodness, where do I begin?"
And where did she begin?
You know, I was rather hoping we might have this meeting alone.
My sister is my political advisor.
And my advice just now was don't meet Mr. Mosley.
What is it you are impatient for, Mr. Mosley?
I'm impatient for my fucking whiskey.
Okay, this guy has a
May
temper.
Carlton spoke about you the way I imagine one might about a party they barely remember.
My sister advised against meeting you because it appears you are moving away from the party in a different direction.
And which direction is that?
Towards fascism.
We are the people and we have had enough. I thought that was excellent. Where do you stand on the Irish question, Mr. Shelby?
Never been asked this.
And perhaps it's time you were.
You armed?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I had a dream about a black cat last night, Paul. A black cat dream means there is a traitor close by. It was you who taught me that.
Black cat can mean lots of things. It can mean you're hurting yourself, betraying yourself.
Tommy, I'd like to introduce you to my wife. I would also like to say something.
Let's hear it, Michael. You got a lot to say.
I betrayed you,
Michael.
but only in my heart. But Gina stopped me. Gina said
I
that...
told you to sit down, Michael.
This is intense. He's on a short leash here.
What happened on that ship?
They were Scottish, from Glasgow. They started swearing, so I asked Gina to leave. That was when they started talking about you, Tom.
Oh shit.
And he was spent in the head. That now was a good time to move in. And did I want to be a part of it?
People are coming for the crown.
The IRA commander said the men from Glasgow were called Billy Boys.
Billy boys.
Fucking Billy boys.
But you didn't know deal, Michael. You didn't even know who they were.
I was too busy looking forward to giving you the good news. The reason Gina and I got married on the ship was because Gina is pregnant.
Oh shit.
You're going to be a grandmother.
Congrats, Polly.
Okay, Michael.
Tommy doesn't care at all, but congrats, Polly.
Welcome on. Just remember, your unborn child has witnessed what you said.
Thomas.
According to...
Where the fuck are you going?
Lost this company a lot of money. Told you to sell.
He's not off the hook there.
And now, I want you to pay me back what you owe me.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
He listens to her. She might be good for the family. Holy shit.
Hello!
I was not expecting that.
We are the Playboys. We're after these convenient ones. Send out all your life.
Okay, so I guess these are the big baddies this season.
Shoot us, son.
Who the fuck are you?
Did you not hear my song?
The bully
These
boys.
gentlemen
Billy
are the
boys.
And me, I'm Jimmy. I heard you're a fighter. The best. But your fighting days are over.
God damn. They're gonna like nail him to the cross? Either way, this is brutal. I've never seen Littlefinger like this down before.
Farewell, fighter boy. You died well.
Oh my god. Right in front of him too. While he was up on the cross. Yo, that's fucked up. Okay, these guys are not messing around.
Shelby, it's time to fucking share. Come on, boys.
These guys are serious. I thought they were just gonna beat them both up, leave them hanging there. But no. They left them hanging there. I don't know, I have like a pit in my stomach. There's something bad's about to happen here.
Hey kids, come on, let's go to bed quickly.
Why? Who's coming?
Hide them under the tables.
Get out of the fucking car now! But I'll open
Johnny Dogs. Charlie, get down.
with his ribs messed up! The man's gone fucking messed up!
Because of his son.
You did this
They killed him. My son. They shot him and they put him up in a fucking cross and he's fucking dead!
Who did?
He needs to work with Tommy right now to get revenge. Like we're with the Billy Boys.
They crucified my son. For you.
Holy shit.
From my house.
Lizzie.
All of you.
This is a powerful moment here. I don't blame her. Like, the kids are right there watching.
Billy Boys, you need me alive.
Everyone fucking needs me. Call an ambulance. What a man will lose his arm.
I completely get Lizzie being upset right now, but at the end of the day, that's still Tommy's shit. Tommy's house.
Come on, Johnny.
I'm no black cat.
I know, John. I know. Of all of the people, you alone I know I can trust.
I like that. I hate that though. Alright guys, that was Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode 2, Black Cats. And now I know what the title was actually a reference to. I freaking loved all the discussions revolving around Black Cats and the symbolism with dreams and traitors. I never heard that before. I know there's a lot of superstitions revolving around Black Cats, but I never heard about the dream thing and traitors. So I don't know if that's actually a real thing or if that was just made up for the show, but either way, I found the whole thing just interesting. That was super cool. We already know Johnny Dogs was not the traitor though. He never was. He's always held it down, so I was super glad about that, but I was not happy to see the state that he was in at the end of the episode, but I feel like we need to go a little bit back because there's a lot to discuss. A lot went down, and as always, I'm going to be jumping around all over the place because I really enjoyed this episode, but there's a few things that I definitely want to touch on for this recap and discuss. And speaking of dreams, I know I mentioned it during the actual reaction, but just in case I don't include it in the final version for YouTube, I do want to mention it here as well because the only Black Cat dreams that I've actually had, I've had two that I can actually remember. I think I've read somewhere that we have like thousands of dreams a night, but we only remember one or two, or sometimes we don't remember any. But the Black Cat dreams that I remember, the two, the first one was, because I showed a picture of my cat at the very start. When she was a kitten, I had a dream that there was like 100 of them all around my apartment, basically like clones, just running around all over the place. And if anybody knows what these dreams actually mean, then definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to read that. I'm definitely interested in that type of stuff. I know my grandmother has like a dream book, but I don't know. I haven't read it in like a long time. The only thing that I actually remember from that book that she told me when I was a kid is if you swim in dirty water in your dream, then you're going to get sick, or there's going to be sickness coming to your life, or someone around you is going to be sick. I know it's very generic, but that's the only thing that I actually remember from when I was a kid. Next time I go over to a place, I might have to check out that dream book. But the other Black Cat dream that I had was my cat Kimba. She just wouldn't stop growing. She basically turned into like a giant leopard or a giant panther at some point. And yeah, even when she was playing, like she was always nice with me, but even when we were like pretend playing, like I remember in my dream, like she took like a huge chunk just because she did like a little swipe. Like I had like a little shaky toy in my hand or something, and then she was swiped at it and she took like a chunk out of me. So yeah, I don't know what that means, but my cat is 12 now. She's still my freaking angel. She's my protector. I love her. So clearly she's done no actual harm to me, so I don't know if that's what the dream was telling me, but when she goes, that's probably what's going to be what kills me. So I don't know if the dream was about that, but if you guys know anything about those dreams, please let me know in the comments down below. But back to this actual episode and discussion regarding it. Sorry for going on a bit of a tangent there, but yeah, one of the Black Cats that Tommy was actually claiming to be a Black Cat was Michael. We do know that he was off in America doing his own thing, like starting his own life basically, and he even admitted when he had the meeting at the bar this episode with Tommy, Arthur, Gina, and Polly there. Polly is so badass. This whole episode, she had some cool scenes where she didn't really even do much. She was just kind of standing there, but she didn't have to do much because she was looking like a badass the entire time. Michael actually admitted that he had thought about betraying Tommy, but he never actually went through with it. And then there was a bunch of stuff that went down on the boat ride back to Birmingham. I was going to say back to America, but no, he was coming from America, so I guess he never actually betrayed Tommy. I don't know if that's going to be a theme throughout the season. Maybe it will be revealed as like a twist ending right when Tommy finally starts to believe him again that he did actually betray him. I don't know. That could be a future twist. Maybe that's a prediction I'm going to make. I don't want to go forward with that prediction just in case I'm wrong on that one. I'm not 100% in believing that, but that's a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that does pop up by the end of the season, because I mentioned this a bit during the season premiere, but I feel like a large theme for this season is going to be change and just how times are changing and just the family is changing. But now, after this episode, I feel like a major theme is going to be paranoia and just trust overall, because it started to seem like this episode, things were really crumbling down. Like, people are starting to crack. The Peaky Blinders are always strongest when they stay together. So the fact that they're kind of crumbling a little bit and losing trust with each other, they're not going to be remaining strong for too much longer. And I hate to see them crack and break down like this, because we know how strong they can be when they are together. We've seen in the past, like, I think it was the end of last season when they all came together. Like, it was a feel-good moment. Seeing them all in the same room once again after Tommy had previously screwed them over, like, it was great to see. But now, I feel like all that was for nothing. I don't just want to focus on the trust, though, because there was some intense stuff that went down involving Aberama Gold and his son. That was probably the craziest moment of this entire episode. I couldn't believe what I witnessed and what actually went down. I guess the Billy Boys, they're the new baddies on the block. They're going to be the big baddies for Tommy to face off with this season. But we were also introduced to a couple other characters also. Like, there's a lot of stuff going down right now with Mosley. I think that's his name, the actual historical character. I'd never heard of him before, so I'm not too familiar with who he actually is and what type of part he's going to play in the overall story. He seems like he's going to be a part of the political side of things. I don't think he's going to be involved in the criminal side. I could be completely wrong there, because when it comes to the criminal side, it seems like the Billy Boys, they're the ones that we really got to be worried about. What they did to Mr. Gold's son, like, that was freaking brutal. I did not expect that at all. When they went there with the cross and I saw the ropes. At first I was like, are they going to crucify him, like actually nail him to the cross? But then I saw the ropes. So I'm like, all right, they're probably just going to beat him up there, or beat them both up and then leave them hanging up there for somebody to find as an example, to let them know that the Billy Boys are now on the scene and what they're all about. But no, they straight fucking beat him up. They gun butt him a couple times. And then when he was beat up, that's when they put him up there on the cross. And I was like, all right, that's enough. They're just going to leave him like that. Maybe even like break his hand so he can never box again or something, like cut off his hand. I wouldn't be surprised about that, or I wouldn't have been surprised about that. But instead, he pulled out the gun and straight fucking shot him, like underneath the chin, through his fucking skull. That was brutal. I did not expect that at all, in front of his father as well. Like, that was bad, man. Then it just left him there. And I think their mistake, I know they wanted a message to be sent in for Mr. Gold to bring the news back to Tommy, or for him to even have a breakdown like he did, but I think their mistake in that moment was leaving him alive, because clearly he wants vengeance and he's going to do whatever he can to get revenge for his son. But what he actually did, going after the Lees, why would he go after Johnny Dogs? Like, he's always been so good to everyone in the Peaky Blinders. So the fact that he got beat up and, like, I don't know what he did to his hand, but he said he did something to his hand. I just saw the ribs, like his ribs were hurting. He kept on holding them. But come to think of it, I think it was actually his own hand that was hurt. But I don't know why he messed up Johnny Dogs. I guess he was just so messed up in the head from seeing his own son killed him in front of him. He just wanted to take it out on someone. But why did it have to be Johnny Dogs? So he went right to Tommy's house, though, with Johnny Dogs. And then Lizzie, she had a crazy moment. I was not expecting that, but I do not blame her at all, because the kids were actually watching, or the kids were both in the house. They were actually celebrating Ruby's birthday. I think that's Tommy's daughter's name. But while they're blowing out the candles on the cake, that's when everything went down. And then when Lizzie actually went out there, fired the bullets, or fired the gun right when she did, that was actually perfect timing, because Mr. Gold had just grabbed the gun and it looks like he was about to turn it on Tommy, and who knows what he would have done if Lizzie didn't actually come out there. But she was just protecting the children. She did say, like, I don't want you guys, any of you guys here, get away from my house. I do have to say, that's actually Tommy's house. I know some people are going to be fighting against that. Like, I don't even know if she's officially his significant other now. He did mention that he still pays her, so I don't know what the current status of their relationship is, but I do get where she's coming from. She just wants the children to be safe, and she's just trying to protect the kids. So yeah, I'm kind of on her side when it comes to that, but on what she said about, hey, get away from my house, or I don't want you back here, like, it is his house. So technically he could kick her out, but obviously he would never do that to the mother of his children. But either way, it was just an intense moment and a very cool moment for Lizzie. But yeah, a lot went down this episode. I can't believe what actually went down involving Mr. Gold's son. That was freaking crazy. R.I.P. He was a good boxer. I doubted him when he first appeared on the screen the very first time that he could box at all. He proved us all wrong. He was actually a good boxer, so I'll give him his props, because we're not going to be seeing him again. Maybe a funeral or something, but that's about it. But Yeah, the big baddies on the scene now, the Billy Boys, they're the ones that we should really be worried about, and clearly they are fucking ruthless. They're just not sending examples or being like, hey, giving them warnings. They're straight up killing people out here as their warnings. So Tommy should definitely be concerned. But yeah, overall, this was just a dark episode. I swear, like, a lot of stuff went down that I did not like. I didn't like the stuff involving Arthur and Linda either. Like, to see how far that they've fallen, their relationship, she was always the strong woman that really held Arthur up. And now, I don't know what was in the letters. I guess they're leaving or something, or threatening to leave. I don't know. I gotta go back and rewatch those scenes involving the letters, because Lizzie wrote one as well, and I just don't like it. I want to see the Peaky Blinders come back strong together. Hopefully that happens by the end, but at this point, I don't know if there's a lot of foreshadowing or if this is what they're actually foreshadowing, but there's been a lot of discussion involving Tommy's death. I don't know if they could actually do that in the show. Like, I know there's another season, the final season coming. I'm not blind to that fact, but I wouldn't be surprised if the series ended with his death, but I don't think they could do that in season 5. Like, we still have a full season to get through, so I don't even want to put that out there in the atmosphere, because I don't want that to come true. And obviously, he's not going to leave the show. He is back for the final season, so I don't know why I'm thinking this or why I'm saying it, but I don't know. Just the discussion involving Lizzie and her mentioning, like, your time is coming to an end. Everybody's talking about it. Once you go, what's like, or is the estate going to be left to me? Like, what's going to happen then? So that's the only reason why I bring it up. I just don't know why it's being brought up so much in the show. Also, for the final season, I know the actress that played Polly actually passed away, so I don't know what they're going to do for her to give her a proper send-off. I know I mentioned it before about her and Michael going to Australia. They brought it up in the show. I think that would be a great ending for both of them. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but either way, I just hope they give her a nice tribute when everything is said and done and the show actually ends. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it there, guys. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys could like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me, drag me along for a week.